What if Earth became a rogue planet? Right now, our planet is traveling through space at nearly 107,000 kilometers per hour. Yet we never feel it. Why? Because Earth isn't flying through space alone. It is locked in a perfect orbit around the Sun. For over 4.5 billion years, that orbit has provided everything life needs. Warmth, light, stable seasons, liquid water, every sunrise, every sunset, every tree, every ocean, every living creature, exists because Earth faithfully circles one ordinary star. But, what if one day, that connection was suddenly broken? Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. Your alarm goes off. You walk toward the window, expecting the familiar glow of sunrise. Instead, the sky remains black, not cloudy, not stormy, just black. The stars are still visible, brighter than you've ever seen them before. The moon hangs silently overhead. But the sun is gone, not because it disappeared, because Earth is no longer orbiting it. Somehow, our planet has been thrown out of the solar system. Humanity has become passengers on a lonely world drifting through the endless darkness of interstellar space. At first, almost nobody understands what's happening. People assume it's a massive solar eclipse. Maybe a strange atmospheric event. Power stations remain online, traffic continues, schools open, life goes on, but within minutes, astronomers around the world begin sounding the alarm. Every telescope confirms the impossible. Earth is moving away from the Sun. Fast, very fast. The distance between our planet and its star is increasing every second. The laws of gravity have changed our future forever. Governments immediately call emergency meetings. NASA, ESA, JAXA, scientists from every major observatory compare their calculations. The results are identical. There has been no mistake. Earth has escaped the Sun's gravity. Or perhaps, something far more powerful has ripped it away. No one knows why, no one knows how, but everyone agrees on one terrifying fact. There is no way back. The solar system begins shrinking behind us. Mercury disappears first, then Venus. Soon, Mars becomes nothing more than a tiny red dot. The giant planets fade into darkness. Within days, even the Sun itself begins looking like just another bright star. People gather outside every night, not to admire the sky, but to say goodbye, goodbye to the sun that had kept life alive since the beginning of Earth's history. For the first time ever, humanity truly understands what sunlight means. Without it, everything changes. The temperature begins falling, not instantly, but steadily. Every single hour becomes colder than the last. At first, no one notices. The oceans are still liquid. The winds still blow. The cities are still bright. Life appears almost normal. But beneath the surface, our planet is already dying. The sunlight that has warmed Earth for billions of years is fading away. Plants stop receiving enough energy. Solar power stations begin producing less electricity every hour. Weather satellites detect something extraordinary. The atmosphere is cooling faster than any climate model ever predicted. Scientists make one final announcement to the world. If Earth continues drifting through interstellar space, everything we know will eventually freeze. Silence follows. No one speaks. No one cheers. No one argues. Because every person on Earth realizes, this isn't a disaster that will last days, or weeks, or even years. It is the beginning of humanity's longest night, and the deeper Earth travels into the darkness, the colder and more terrifying our future becomes. At first, the cold feels manageable. People put on thicker coats. They turn up the heat. Life continues, but Earth has already crossed a point of no return. Without the sun, our planet receives almost no new energy. The warmth stored in the oceans and the atmosphere becomes the only thing keeping life alive. Every hour, more heat escapes into space. Every sunrise that should have happened never comes. After only 1 week, average global temperatures begin dropping below freezing across much of the world. Rivers freeze. Lakes turn to ice. Snow begins falling in places that have never seen winter before. Cities in the tropics, once filled with palm trees and beaches, wake up beneath blankets of snow. At first, children celebrate. People build snowmen in places where snow has never existed. It feels surreal, almost magical, but that excitement disappears quickly because the temperature keeps falling. After 1 month, most crops are dead. Fields that once fed billions become frozen wastelands. Green forests slowly turn gray. Leaves fall from trees that will never bloom again. Photosynthesis has almost completely stopped. Without sunlight, plants cannot produce food, and without plants, the entire food chain begins collapsing. Governments declare worldwide emergencies. Every nation begins rationing food. Supermarket shelves empty within days. Fuel becomes more valuable than money. People fight over generators. Hospitals struggle to stay warm. Entire cities experience rolling blackouts. Power grids begin failing under the enormous demand for heating. Then, the oceans begin changing, not all at once, but slowly. Ice spreads outward from the poles. Day after day, week after week, the frozen surface grows larger. Shipping routes disappear beneath thick sheets of ice. Ports become trapped. Entire navies find themselves frozen in place. Whales, dolphins, sea turtles, countless marine animals struggle to survive as their world slowly turns solid. Deep beneath the ocean, life still exists. Hydrothermal vents continue releasing heat from Earth's interior. Tiny ecosystems survive in complete darkness. Scientists begin wondering, could humanity do the same? Massive underground shelters are proposed. Old mines, military bunkers, subway tunnels, nuclear facilities, anywhere protected from the deadly cold above. The race is no longer about saving civilization. It is about saving the human species. Meanwhile, the night sky becomes even stranger. The sun, once impossible to ignore, now looks like nothing more than an unusually bright star. The solar system is gone. Earth is completely alone. No sunrise, no sunset, no seasons, only endless darkness stretching in every direction. Then, astronomers make another incredible discovery. Far ahead, something is waiting. A faint red glow appears deep within interstellar space. At first, it seems harmless, just another distant star, but every day, it grows brighter. Humanity has escaped one danger, only to realize, it may be drifting toward another. And in the darkness between the stars, no one knows what awaits us next. The mysterious red light continues growing brighter. Every day, it becomes easier to see. At first, scientists believe it is a distant red dwarf star, but new observations reveal something unexpected. Earth isn't just drifting through empty space. It is heading toward another star system. For the first time since leaving the sun, humanity has hope. If we can reach that star, maybe Earth won't freeze. The news spreads across the world. People celebrate. Some believe humanity has been saved. But space is unimaginably large. That distant star is still trillions of kilometers away. Even at Earth's incredible speed, the journey could take tens of thousands of years, far longer than humanity can survive. Meanwhile, the cold continues its relentless march. 3 months have passed. The average temperature has fallen below -60 degrees Celsius. Most of Earth's surface is now covered in ice. The oceans are beginning to freeze from the top down. Massive glaciers spread across entire continents. Skyscrapers disappear beneath snowstorms. Airplanes no longer fly. Roads no longer exist. Cities become frozen monuments to a civilization that once ruled the planet. Electricity becomes increasingly difficult to produce. Solar power is gone forever. Wind turbines freeze solid. Hydroelectric dams stop generating power as rivers become blocks of ice. Only nuclear reactors continue providing warmth. Around them, the last great shelters of humanity are built. Millions move underground. Entire subway systems become underground cities. Old military bunkers transform into self-contained civilizations. Deep beneath the Earth's surface, geothermal heat becomes humanity's greatest ally. Every degree of warmth matters. Scientists work day and night searching for new ways to survive. Artificial sunlight, underground farming, massive hydroponic gardens, recycled air. Every resource is carefully rationed. Nothing can be wasted. Above ground, the world has become almost silent. No birds, no insects, no forests swaying in the wind. Only endless snow, and complete darkness. Even the moon begins changing. Without sunlight, it completely disappears from the sky. The familiar bright moon that had guided humanity for thousands of years is gone. It is still there, orbiting Earth, but now, it is invisible. Only the stars remain. For the first time in human history, the night sky becomes darker than anyone ever imagined. Then, another discovery changes everything. Astronomers detect a massive object moving through the darkness. It isn't a planet. It isn't a star. It has no light of its own. Yet, its gravity is unmistakable. The object is enormous, far larger than Jupiter, and Earth's lonely journey through interstellar space may be about to become even more dangerous. Because sometimes, the greatest threats are the ones you cannot even see. The mysterious object grows larger with every passing week. No sunlight reflects from its surface. No glow, no color, just a vast darkness moving silently through the endless void. At first, scientists cannot identify it. Every telescope on Earth points toward the same location. Then, the calculations are complete. The object isn't a planet. It isn't a rogue star. It is a brown dwarf. A failed star, many times more massive than Jupiter. It never became hot enough to shine like the sun. But its gravity is immense. Earth is heading straight toward it. Panic spreads once again. The last remaining governments gather underground. Scientists race to calculate Earth's new path. Could the brown dwarf become our new sun? The answer is disappointing. A brown dwarf produces only a tiny fraction of the light and heat of a true star. Even if Earth entered its orbit, the planet would remain frozen. Humanity would still be trapped in eternal darkness. As Earth passes closer, something incredible begins to happen. The night sky changes. Stars no longer remain fixed. Their positions slowly shift as the enormous gravity of the brown dwarf bends the light around it. It is a breathtaking sight. Entire constellations appear distorted. Some stars seem to disappear. Others appear in places where they should not exist. It is as if the universe itself is bending. Then, Earth begins to feel the effects. Not from heat, but from gravity. The planet's orbit changes again. The moon starts drifting farther away. Its orbit becomes unstable. Tides become unpredictable. Some coastlines experience almost no tides at all. Others see sudden, powerful surges of water. Deep inside the Earth, pressure begins building. Earthquakes shake continents. Ancient volcanoes awaken once more. The crust groans beneath the changing gravitational forces. Underground shelters tremble. For the first time in months, people wonder if even beneath the surface, they are truly safe. Then, Earth finally reaches its closest point to the brown dwarf. The giant object fills a large part of the sky. It looks like a dark, glowing ember, surrounded by faint reddish clouds. Beautiful, silent, terrifying. Humanity has traveled farther than any civilization ever imagined. But instead of finding hope, it has found another prison. A frozen world, orbiting a failed star, in the endless darkness between the galaxies. And just when it seems nothing else could happen, scientists make one final discovery. Something is following us. The object behind Earth grows closer. At first, no one notices it. It is too dark, too distant, too cold. Then, the telescopes confirm something extraordinary. Another rogue planet. A world wandering through the darkness, just like Earth. No star, no sunlight, just a frozen planet drifting endlessly through interstellar space. For the first time, humanity realizes something terrifying. Earth is not alone. The galaxy is filled with worlds that have lost their stars. Billions of them may be wandering through the darkness at this very moment. Some could have once looked exactly like Earth. Blue oceans, green forests, thriving civilizations. Now, nothing but frozen silence. As the rogue planet passes nearby, its gravity gently pulls on Earth. Not enough to destroy it, but enough to slightly change its course. For the first time since leaving the solar system, Earth is no longer traveling alone. The two lonely worlds drift past each other like silent ships crossing an endless ocean. No life is visible, no lights, no signs of civilization, only darkness. Then, it disappears forever into the blackness of space. Humanity is alone once again. Thousands of years pass. Those who remain live entirely beneath Earth's surface. Children are born without ever seeing the sun. Many grow old without seeing the stars. History books describe blue skies, warm summers, rain falling from clouds, the sound of waves crashing onto beaches. But to the new generation, these sound like fairy tales. Something impossible. Yet, deep beneath the frozen surface, Earth is still alive. Its molten core continues producing heat. Geothermal energy keeps underground cities alive. Artificial sunlight grows food. Technology becomes humanity's new sun. Life survives, not because Earth is still a perfect home, but because humans refuse to give up. Thankfully, everything you've just seen is almost impossible. According to modern astronomy, Earth's orbit around the Sun is remarkably stable. There is currently no known event capable of ejecting our planet from the solar system. But this incredible question reminds us of something we often forget. Our world exists in a delicate balance. The warmth we feel every day, the sunrise we expect every morning, the changing seasons, the oceans, the forests, every living thing depends on one invisible force: gravity. If that balance were ever broken, the beautiful blue planet we call home could become nothing more than another frozen wanderer lost among the stars. So tonight, when you step outside, look up at the sky. The sun may be gone for the moment, but it is still there, holding us close, keeping us warm, giving every living thing another chance to see tomorrow. Because sometimes, the greatest miracle isn't discovering another world, it's realizing how incredibly lucky we are to still have our own. If you enjoyed this journey through one of the universe's most fascinating possibilities, subscribe for more cinematic, what-if adventures. Because here, every question changes everything. Globe sparkles.